Yeah, kings and queens. What? Yeah, we're about to be live very soon, King. We're just about to be live. Just hold on. Wow. Yeah, what's up, Kings? I hope I was audible all the time, but I don't think I was. I think my mic was off. Let me start afresh. Wasn't today satisfying? Just satisfying to watch somebody get egg on their face, right? Egg on their face. Somebody just shamefully making a shame of themselves, making a laughing stock out of themselves. You know, this guy, he was supposed to be some kind of a phone expert, but I don't believe so. I'm asking myself when I'm listening to this guy, how do these people get these jobs? Like how? With that reasoning capacity, and you know how simple he takes things, the way he doesn't understand even the terminology. You know what? Before we get into a whole lot of that, please like the live. Please hit that notification bell. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. That notification bell will allow you to get notified when we drop more content like this. Now, I did a little experiment, right? After I heard about that rah when they were talking about a selfie changes the phone's direction once it's saved and blah blah. You know what? I took just a simple paper, right, and I jotted down on those paper, made 4 arrows: up, down, left, and right, right. And then at the top, I write selfie. That's the word that I'm gonna include when I'm taking a selfie photo. And then at the bottom, I write back camera or back cam, right? That's the photo that I'm going to show when I'm taking a back cam pic. Now, when I searched also on Google AI, Gemini, right? You find out they tell you most pictures, especially, in fact, this just selfies. Let's talk about selfies now. Most selfies, when you look at them, as you're about to take a photo, right? You see yourself as if you are looking at the mirror. But once you take that photo, as it gets saved, it gets saved the right direction. And I believe that. Let's just see what they're talking about. This is a selfie that I did. This is just the two that little experiment that I told you about. You see the picture next to the edge of the screen, right? You see how bright it is. That's the back cam pic. And then you see the picture on just next to me, the one that's yellowish. That's the selfie pic, right? Now, what difference do you see? Do you see left being twisted or getting mirrored or something like that? Do you see that? Nothing like that. So I am inclined to agree or believe Mr. Mnisi when he says he doesn't trust what Sibanda is doing there in the picture. As they are distributing, like as he was editing, I don't know what he was doing on the computer or wherever he was doing it, but I'm inclined to trust what he's saying because you can see nothing changes. If you take a pic using a selfie, while you are looking at it, it's mirrored, but the moment you save it, it just assume the correct position. This is what's happening. So before we go into my little analysis, my little commentary, let's just watch a little clip of what was going on in court today, right? Rata doing all the things that he usually does. It's back to himself now. We now have to understand that he's there. He's going to do his things. He's going to do his things. As long as he see a chance, he see a hole there, he's going to do it. He agrees, but he hasn't done that experiment himself. But he totally now agrees with that rubbish that the guy was putting on the table, right? Let's watch.
Yeah, I can see a juxtaposition.
Yes,
I say I can see, it looks like, when you look at it here, it looks like it's on the left.
no, this is editing.
There's no ADD.
Hello?
There's no ADD. What is saying?
When did you edit it? Because I'm looking at you.
There's no ADD. It's like that.
No, let's have progress. Hello?
No.
Let's have progress. Just tell us that demonstration in your own words. What does it show?
That's editing.
Editing. You see.
What is that? What is that? Just exactly there. What is that?
Yeah. Mr. Mnisi, what the court sees, it's a juxtaposition of the original position. It was on the left. Now, there is another one which is on the right. If you don't see that, we can argue it later. Fine, let's continue. Now he's being accused of editing the...
No, that is editing.
Yeah, fine. You can argue that he edited the camera in court.
And my lord.
No, let's have progress, please. Otherwise there won't be problem.
There won't be progress, my lord, because somebody is fiddling with it, is fidgeting with the photo.
Who is fiddling with it?
I think the operator. The operator is also fiddling with the evidence. Let us take him out, my lord. I think the best thing is to take him out. Let's go and get somebody neutral.
This gentleman is an officer of the court. Now he's saying...
But he's not an operator, my lord. He's an officer of the court. Yes, his duty is here to prosecute and not to operate these things.
I don't know, man. But the court and Mr. Mnisi will tell me if I'm wrong. Mr. Mnisi is talking about the neutral person. The gentleman from ENCA is making some comments here, my lord. And Mr. Mnisi is talking about something neutral, someone neutral. I don't know. I'm just saying. If it's wrong...
No. Everybody can see what this gentleman was saying happens. Hello? The warrant officer. We can all see it. Whether it's manipulated or not, but we can all see it. Okay, let's proceed. We can all see it.
What are we seeing, my lord? Because that...
What the warrant officer explained happens. Okay, let's continue.
Then before you proceed, my lord, where is the photo? This is a selfie. Then where is the other photo that was taken as an original photo, which is not a selfie? Yeah, the one that was taken by the court order. This is fidgeting.
Do you have any other further questions, Mr. Mnisi?
I do have questions, my lord.
There are
plenty of them.
Ask.
They are going to be based on the same system. Now my worry is, if we are going to rely on Advocate Sibande for him to assist us with this system, I have very serious reservations with what I've just seen now.
Okay, you will bring your own operator then. Fine.
I don't have, my lord. My own I don't have.
No, you must bring your own.
I don't have.
Your client's own.
Like he doesn't have, he's in custody, my lord.
He was in custody, but he was able to be examined by a dentist. Is that not so?
Yes, but
logically it follows.
This is something
logically it follows that he can also get somebody to operate that gadget. Let's continue.
As it is the court, my lord, any instructions.
Right. Hey. See when there's...
May you please take out that picture which is fidgeting to me. Mr. Malori say.
Yeah, let's talk about how the judge is interfering right there. You see, I was asking myself, why are they what do they feel like? In fact, why did this guy go to this direction of when I was taking, like this photo was taken with a selfie. When you take a selfie, you go left, like the picture turns left and whatever. I was just asking myself when he was being asked why he keeps bringing up that explanation. Now, what came to my mind was, okay, this guy, as Mnisi is asking him question, he's trying to predetermine the destination and to justify whatever outcome or whatever accusation might be coming from Mnisi, that you manipulated the photos or you did whatever. Like he was just preparing the ground for the future. Like whatever might happen in the future, he must be ready. Now, when they were bringing this evidence of his, when he started, when he was being cross-examined, he thought he was, making things easier for the state. And when they, like now, the stupidity of these cops, when they are cooking, I'm just surprised that they don't double check their things, they don't research whatever they're trying to like accuse you upon. There's two things that Mnisi highlighted today that made me realize, okay, for sure, on top of the fact that there was some clipping that was occurring, cropping, zooming in, okay, that means also even the dates were modified. Like, one example, when Mnisi talk about that photo that was taken on the 2nd of September, right? And yet it was modified in June. Do you get that? So how does the baby drink water before it's born? Like how does that happen? Like it's the cooking, it doesn't, like their cooking doesn't make sense. They don't research whatever they're trying to put. This guy is in prison, right? He gets released, and then on the day that he was released on, you find out that Mboto puts a few days before he was released, he puts that on the date of that picture. The picture was taken then. That's what he's saying. So everything is being cooked here, to the fact that you see that these people don't have shame in whatever they're doing, because they are able to. Sibanda now is able to try to do some tricks inside court. The impunity, the boss, the brushness, the guard to do the inside court. What does that tell you? These people are always up to no good. They're busy with shenanigans all the time. Let's talk about the results are not in, right? The dentist results, they're not in today. But I can tell you this, I can safely say this. Even if they are not shown, even if they are not read in court, even if we don't know what the dentist said about this guy, accused number 3, Mr. New, even if we don't know, just what happened today, it put a lot of doubt. In fact, it just washed that whole evidence of the gold tooth on Mnisi, on Ncube out of war. That argument is just like that, poof, disappears, because it doesn't gel. Come on, man. These guys, they're cooking, but they don't check dates. Now, this guy got jokes, right? Mabasa, this got jokes. When he tells him, what you see there is the teeth that are covered in gold. He says, I see gold that is covering the teeth. Listen to that. That's the same thing, right? And then Mnisi goes on and explains to him, you're talking in reverse language, right? But it's still the same thing, right? No, that's why I said the impunity. He understand that he decides to make up a story about what was not said. He said, no, the teeth can't cover the gold. Like, how do these people get these jobs, man? I'm just wondering, like, how do they get recruited? And then they get, who's the HR? Who spots this guy and say, this is the guy for us. This is the guy who was to check phones for us. This is the guy who was to. How do they get picked with this poor performance? Wow. Let me just remind myself what was going on, right? It's just a shame, you know. I don't understand even if that evidence from the doctor, the dentist, right, that report from the, even if it's not right, I have to repeat myself, even if it's not right, what happened today, that guy, he got blown out of the water, he got destroyed, he got fired upon, and he didn't have much to reply, because all the time that he's being asked, he's trying to navigate the path, he's trying to prepare himself for the road ahead. That's what I told you yesterday, that even if there's this thing, the report is reflecting negative on them, on the states, right? It's not agreeing with the argument. Something is going to come up. Trust me, they're going to cook up something. Now, is this what they were trying to cook up? So these guys are cooking a lot of things. The pictures were not only cropped, but the metadata also was changed. What a shame. What a shame. This is what happens in Rata's court. Let's just listen for a while, and then I'll drop the last commentary, and then we can bounce, we can part ways. This is just a shame. This is just shameful, right? Unbelievable. I don't know why these guys, Balui and his people, they think this is the right way to do these things, man. I don't understand, man. Who told them they can cook like that? Who told them? Who said it's okay to try to convince us of this bullshit? Yet they haven't done that research. The story is not convincing. Like you can see that there was a whole lot of things that went on there. Even this experiment that I did myself, it shows you that thing of them saying the selfie flips and what, there's nothing like that. They stay the same. Left is still left, right is still right. And then you can see the yellowish one is the selfie one, because the camera in front is kind of weaker than the one at the back. And then the one on like that brighter one that says back cam is the back cam. I did that experiment when that hurrah was going on. And then I was able to see that no, they think we are fools. Let me read the comments, and then we'll go to that Rata clip, right? Some Kelo yo says no sound yet. I think I fixed that. I hope I'm nice. Then Dumisani Munyoro says, yeah, the sound is good. Thank you, bro. Thank you for popping in. And then Jekumi Taun says, today they've proven that what Mgomezulu and Mgomezulu has been saying, the state is cooking every day. Today Balashe Zibavela Opala Sivanda yi nonsense yomuntu. He even said Ngube left the phone and committed. Wow, man, it's just rubbish. Sibanda and his crony Baloi and the policemen who are cooking this is just a shame, man. I'm sure the person who is the orchestrator, like the conductor of this, sitting at home watching the plan fall apart. It's falling apart. There's not much to say about it. The plan is falling apart. Let's watch that clip again. You see what I was trying to get at.
In that he's not happy with what he's seeing there, because it is apparent that that is not what this witness said. We are putting this aspect of the evidence in abeyance. We're not done with it. And may I just put it on record, my doctor, that if it were to happen that the last photos that have been denoted to us now have been fidgeted, I don't want to talk of consequences. I definitely do not want to talk of consequences, because there's no reason why an officer that is there at court, whoever it is, can interfere with evidence that the court is supposed to be taking a decision on. Thank you. There will definitely be consequences.
Kodwa uma kuwukuthi-ke khona okwenziwe angifuni-ke ukhuluma ngokuthi izokwenzekani noma imiphumela yalokho, kodwa-ke akwazeki ukuthi kwenzekele ukuthi umuntu ola enkantolo angakwenza-ke lokho.
Thank you, my lord.
Mrs.
Now, you said, just a recap before I got into this. Information from the memory stick. Information that then gets down, like gets printed from the memory stick. It doesn't change. So.
Is that correct?
Thank you.
Everybody somshilo ukuthi lo okuyona-ke i-memory stick-ke makudlulisela-ke akushintshi makushintsha yokona.
Thank you. Now, that information that is that metadata, it also doesn't change.
It won't change.
Nemininingwane leyana-ke lokubizwa ngokuthi metadata nako-ke akushintshi.
Thank you. Now, do you recall, Sergeant Mabasa, Warrant Officer Mabasa, that in 2023, I think July, just the commencement of this trial, the team of defense, yourself and the state assembled at the office of the DPP, where these photos that were downloaded from Mr. Mnuve's memory stick were transferred into memory sticks, and which copies thereof were given to us. Do you remember?
I do remember.
Usakhumbula ngo-2023 sihlangene-ke emahhovisi abashushisi thina ukhona nabashushisi abameli iy'thombe lezi zandlulisela-ke kwi-memory stick. Yebo, ngiyakhumbula lokho.
Now, do you agree that the person who downloaded or who transferred that information into the memory sticks that each of the defense counsel has here, that process was done by you, the downloading was done by you?
It was done by me, yes.
Usakhumbula ukuthi umuntu wayekwenza lokho ukuthi edownloada iy'thombe lezi kwakuwena? Yebo, kwakuyimina.
Thank you. And
in a little while he'll be denying now the similarity of the quality of the photos. He'll be saying copy of the copy becomes a copying. What? Like, he's just saying a whole lot of bullshit. Like, he's doing this job, but it's hard for him to explain these things that are happening with this technology that he's using. It's just too difficult for him. I don't know how he was able to learn this job. I really don't understand. Now, let's read what the Magatsumukitimi says. The court interpreter Ongena. You can ask again. This guy likes attention. Let's just, like, I'm going to be crass. This guy likes attention. He likes to he likes to be mentioned, or he likes to, I don't know, man. He's always mingling or causing attention to divert to him during the proceedings for no reason at all. Now, I'm going to talk about this. I want to go back to this argument of the selfie that flips, and the picture flipping and all that. Let's get into that. Let's say it does that. Let's just agree so that the argument doesn't become too long. Okay, let's say it does that. It gets flipped, the selfie. When you take a photo with the selfie, it flips. It gets flipped. Now, how does this connect with the fact that somebody had a gold tooth in? And then how does this affect what you're seeing? This I'm thinking. This is where they are heading to. I think they're heading to a point where they are going to try to say the photo was pixelated. That's why it forms some artifacts. That's why I couldn't see it. I was not lying. It's just that I was fooled by the photo. I think this is where this argument is heading in the mind of the states, because how are they going to explain saying somebody had a gold tooth? And then Mnisi placed that question earlier on. Did you ever, you guys, you mister, after discovering that gold tooth as Ms. Mohola had ordered you, did you now do a further investigation or further, trying to inform yourself better so that your decision could be supported by something concrete? Did you take this guy to a dental examination so that you can certify your story? They didn't. They never did that. Like, you ask yourself why. It's obvious that they knew there was no gold tooth. This gold tooth was just fabricated out of cropping pictures, and through the artifacts being introduced, then they found out, yeah, we can say this is accused number 3 with the gold tooth insertion, right? This is just man, mind-boggling. You know what kills me is the fact that this guy says he works with this what you call this thing, these phones, SIM cards, SD cards, but yet he tells Mnisi that he confused an SD card with a memory stick. Like, how is that memory card and memory stick? He says he confused those words, but he works with these things every day. Unbelievable. So guys, I'm not gonna take too much of the time. I think I've had my say. I've said what I wanted to say. Please guys, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. It's a shame what Sibanda did today in court. If that's true, it's a shame, but I believe it's true, because as you can see from that little experiment, there's nothing that changes between a selfie picture and the back picture after they get saved, right? So guys, let me move out. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. Peace. We out.